What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video, yes, finally, I was so worried they weren't coming. Our 2022 Hayabusa giveaway project, we got the goods, boys. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's open it up, see what we got. Before we get into that, we got to get the video started. We got to tell you about what we're doing today. 2022 Busa, you saw it in the other videos, the giveaway project. Black Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All the details will be on moremafia.com. You cannot get yourself a spot in the giveaway until Black Friday 2021, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, now that you know the details on that, 2021 GSXR 1000, aka Roll-On Race Project. We're waiting on sprockets. UPS should be here in a few hours. As soon as UPS comes, hopefully, fingers crossed, our sprockets are here. It's 74 degrees today in South Carolina in November. Yes. So anyways, we're gonna take that thing, test it out some on the road in Mexico. See how it does. All right, guys, let's get into the video now. Alright, so we got two boxes from Brock's Performance. First off, we got a BST, wait a minute, what'd I just say? Vortex sprocket for a BST wheel. You know what's in the box, boys. Oh yeah, BST wheels, they're here for the 2022 Hayabusa. We chose Rapid Tex for this thing. These things are super sick looking. It's the exact same design I had on my 2020 GSXR 1000, aka the Ricky Killer. The wheels are here, the sprocket's here, and we got one more brand new piece to the puzzle from Brock's Performance. This thing is super nice looking. I bet you guys can't figure out what it is. Anyways, let's see if we can open it up one-handed. Ooh, carbon fibre. All brand new, just designed or released from Brock's Performance. Let's get it open. Oh, there we go. Carbon fiber covered, not really carbon fiber, but carbon look. Brock's Performance Corbin race seat. Now, this is a seat designed in order to keep everyday rideability and comfort, but still have a drag race low cut look, and it looks super, super good. Let me try it out. Oh yeah. Dude, it actually feels really, really nice. Holds you into place. It actually lowers it down. I'm gonna guess, I don't know, haven't looked at the exact spec, but it lowers it, feels like close to an inch. The bike feels much lower, feels much lighter as well. As I have my knees bent a little bit more, have a little more control of the bike, but it feels super, super good. Not only does it add look and styling, but it also adds comfort, and it's gonna hold you in the saddle better. Get a little closer up look there. Nice little dip, nice little touch. And then this right here is like grippy. So if you were riding in the corners or drag racing, it's gonna kind of hold your legs from sliding around. I think this is gonna be a really nice piece. They go for like $369 on Brock's website, which is not bad for a Corbin product. Corbin, for those of you who've been in the motorcycle industry for a while, pretty pricey stuff because it's extremely high quality. All right, guys, let's get these wheels opened up. I got to get my razor blade, and we're gonna tear into these bad boys. All right, guys, we got them all opened up. These things are like pretend. It's really insane how light these wheels are, but check them out. All carbon fiber. They're a little dusty. Pablo Moore in the house. Welcome to the party, Pablo. Anyways, these wheels look so, I mean, literally, guys, you would have to feel them in person to really appreciate how light they are. Incredibly light, and the weave is so perfect on these things. You see them right there. Our friends at Dunlop Tires have hooked us up with some Dunlop Q3 Plus. We're going with a 120/60 series in the front. This front tire is a lower profile in the front, meaning not quite as tall. Gonna lower the bike down, gonna look a little better for our drag race, street race style bike we're going for. And then we've also got a Dunlop Drag Max that we're going on the back. That is gonna provide all the traction we ever need, whether we're on the road or on the track. This thing is gonna look super, super good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, our swing arm is here in time for the giveaway. If not, we're gonna owe the swing arm to the winner, but it's gonna be stretched pretty much just like my white and blue one. I'll take you out here in the showroom and show. Look at that, Big Country got his motor back in. All ready to go. He hadn't fired it up yet. He put it in yesterday, said he didn't want to ruin his day by trying to start it. So he just put it in there. I think he's just gonna leave it like that for now. Big Country, he has the worst of luck with that thing. But anyways, the giveaway bike should look pretty similar to mine as far as the length goes. You see it stretched about 4 inches, looks super, super good. We'll ride on an everyday basis, get traction on an everyday basis, and still go to the mountains, canyons, whatever you got, and do some good handling. All right, guys, let's go back here, find Magic Mike, and get him to mount up these wheels and tires. Since we're in the progress of modifying a 2022 Busa, I wanted to flash back and show you what a stock one looks like. We've actually have 3 of them sitting here on the showroom, ready to go here at the store. Hit us up, cyclespecialtiesperformance.com. But anyways, I got 3 of them. I got a black one, a silver one, and a white one. I'll show you all 3 of those right quick, just so you refresh your memory on what a stock one looks like. So this is what we started off life as, the black and copper. You see the chrome trim, the copper, got rid of all that. Everything is black now. Here is the matte silver and red. This is a good looking color combination here. This is actually a matte paint. I hope you can tell in the video, but it is not shiny. And then the red is shiny, so it looks super good. That's one of my favorites there. And then of course, this is what I have here, the white and blue. So the white is gloss, the blue is matte. So the blue is actually a dull color with the chrome. Which one do you like best? Comment in the comments below if you were picking one right now. Which one would you choose? All right, let's go back inside and see where they're at with the wheel install. Dazzling Drew has got the wheels all mounted up. These things look super, super good. We are gonna take these things and weigh them in comparable configuration. What I mean by that is we're gonna have the rear sprocket bolted on. We're gonna have the brake rotor removed in both, I guess you would say weigh them. When we go to weigh the stock one, we're gonna have the brake rotor off. So we've got the factory wheel and tire versus the Dunlop Drag Max wheel and tire, the factory rim with the BST rim, the Vortex aluminum sprocket versus the factory steel sprocket. So this is basically the exact direct swap. I don't know how that makes sense. Anyways, this is basically direct swap minus the brake rotor. We'll weigh the brake rotor too. So basically you just add the brake rotor weight to each wheel. So that way we don't weigh one, take it off. We're gonna have them on the scale, off the scale, on the scale, off the scale. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the front wheel, but man, these things turned out super, super good. Both wheels are in, I guess you'd say, run ready configuration. The brake rotors are not on either wheel. We're gonna reuse that brake rotor onto this wheel. So let's weigh this wheel right now and see what this thing weighs. You see we're on 0.0. Dazzling Drew is helping us out. We're at 33 pounds, 13 ounces. Now let's see what the BST weighs. Don't be pushing down on her, Dazzling Drew. 23 pounds, 7-8 ounces. Anyway, 10-pound loss just in the rear wheel by doing a BST wheel. That's a huge, huge gain. The GSXR 1000. Hold on, Magic Mike. He's out there making noise. Lots of noise in the dining room. But anyways, 10-pound loss, that's huge on the rotating mass. Remember, rotating mass is worth approximately 7 times unsprung weight. So 10 times 7, that's 70 pounds. Theoretically, we just took off this Hayabusa. You can just tell a gigantic difference in the way they feel. Now, it's time to get them mounted up and see how these things roll and perform on the bike. All right, guys, carbon fiber wheel is on. These things look super, super good. I can't wait to get it all together, get it down off the lift. Now we are about to do a set of Brock's window links. These are the ones for the Gen 1/Gen 2. They will work fine on the Gen 3 as long as you have an aftermarket exhaust. If you have the factory exhaust, they get close. We're about to put them on with a factory exhaust, but you're gonna see, I think we're about to put them on. Actually, we might not be able to get them out. We'll find out here in a second if we can get these lower links on. With the stock exhaust, we also got a Brock stand. You get it? Anyways, this lower end kickstand is lower than the factory one. It's also fully adjustable. We'll be able to set it to the perfect ride height for us to get this thing where it leans the proper amount on the kickstand. Then we got a Sprint air filter that just came in from Brock's Performance. This is the new F185 air filter. These things, super high flow air filter. You can see even through the package, you can still see through the air filter. It's made out of all micro screens, no paper elements. This is way, way better than stock. Big horsepower gain and still safe for the street. That's about to go in. Then we're putting the front wheel on. Then, dude, how about this? Bad news. Sprockets, tracked them, ain't gonna be here tomorrow. Ugh, thanks a lot, UPS. So we'll be able to test the bike. We'll still try to get in today's video, which will be tomorrow's video, which will be the next day's video for you guys. But we're gonna make it happen. Just not, it's 75 degrees outside. I want to ride today. Here we go, 0 pounds on the scale. We got the stock wheels with no rotors versus the BST wheel with no rotors. Dazzling Drew is carefully holding it there. We're about 19, let's just say 19.8, 19.9. Close enough. We can't be too exact. Now let's weigh our BST wheel. We're on 0.0. And we've got approximately, let's just say 15.1, 15.2. So about Ralphie in the house. There he is, guys. He's not a pig, he's a dog. About 4 pounds savings with the BST front wheel. So 4 pounds, 10 pounds on the back, that's 14 pounds total. 14 times 7, I ain't that good at math. How much would that be, Drew? We'll get back to you on that. Day 2 of the project, we are working on deleting the brakes on the Busa. You can see we got the front wheel mounted up. Now we don't have the best lighting right here where we're standing with the bike on the lift this way, but as you can see, the brake rotor is gone. So I've been getting a ton of questions. How do we delete the brake rotor on this thing? So you can see here, this is the speed ring. The speed ring has to stay on there, okay guys? So whenever you take the rotor off, you have to put basically 2 washers or something small behind that speed ring to simulate the thickness of the brake rotor. So let's just say the brake rotor is, I don't know how thick it is, but 50 thousandths thick. You gotta find 2 washers that are 50 thousandths thick that will make it, put that in the same spot that it was. Then you've got to replace your brake line, take all these factory brake line off. These are ABS brake lines. And me personally, I'm deleting the ABS on this thing. So you can see we went with 1 steel braided hose that goes from this brake caliper to the brake master cylinder here. Well, then it has factory ABS lines that run back here to the ABS pump. Well, you just need to remove these ABS lines. You do not need to unplug them or plug them up or anything else. Simply just remove the line, leave it the way it is. You should be good to go. You can see all the stuff here that Dazzling Drew has took out yesterday. Quite a bit of work just to delete the brake rotor, but it looks so much better. Of course, you don't have ABS brakes anymore, but for us, we're using it for performance, for drag racing, stuff like that. They don't really want ABS because these things also have angular ABS and lean angle stuff. So whenever you're doing a burnout and you lean the bike to the side, left or right, pulses the brakes. Pretty sketchy. One of my old videos, we took the bike to the track, my GSXR 1000R for the first time, leaned over to the burnout and it wanted to take off. Pretty sketchy. We're deleting the ABS on this thing. That way we don't have those issues. It is dark in the shop. We have one leg of the power out right now. We have no lights in the back shop, but our computers work. I don't know. All the lights in the front, everything totally normal, works perfect. But we're working in the dark. We got the back door open. We are about to change the Vortex sprocket out to take some teeth off, change the gear ratio, take a little power away from this thing. Let's get it installed and see how it does. Here we got them all back together out in the sunlight. The Busa, man, kind of back together. I got the fairings just stuck on it right now. We were not able to lower it with the factory exhaust system. Technically, we could lower it with the factory exhaust system, but we would have to take the factory exhaust system completely off, then put the factory exhaust system back on. That's not happening. So anyways, we're waiting on our exhaust. It should be here next week. We'll update you, of course, when we get that video. We'll have that online so you guys can see it. But this thing has turned out oh so sexy. Check out those carbon fiber wheels in the sunlight. Oh my God, they look good. And the one brake rotor just shows off the wheels so much better. We kept the factory rear brakes intact because this is going to be an everyday street bike. The bike is 100% safe to ride with the front brake rotor removed. It's going to be a smidge less stopping power, but once you get used to it, it stops no problem. You can still slide the tire way quicker than you would need to. In other words, and if you slam on brakes, it's going to slide the tire versus not just have the ability to stop. But man, this thing all black. This is the way Suzuki should have made them. Now, of course, we're missing the dash panel. All this has to come right back off next week to put the exhaust on. Check out that Brock's Corbin seat. That thing looks super good out in the sunlight. You see we got the rear seat cowl all on and painted. This thing has turned out super good. You see I don't have the fairings on this side. I just literally popped the fairing on to show you guys. But then check out the 1000. We're about to go take this thing for a little street test and tune in Mexico right now. All right, boys, here we go. Back to Mexico. Try this little Zook out. Feels, of course I haven't been able to get on it yet, but traffic's a little bad in Mexico here about lunchtime. We're gonna roll into her right up here, warm the tire up. We did a little tire heating before we headed off to Mexico. See what we get here. We gotta have lower RPMs now that we got the lower gearing. Alright, look that time. Oh yeah. Think she's gonna work with this. Wanted to wheelie just a little bit that first time I rolled into it, then it kind of broke loose the second time. We'll see how it does right up here once we
pull over and let the traffic clear. We'll try this thing out a little better, but I think she's gonna work for us. Alright guys, we're back live. Warm the tire up. She hooked that time. Looks like there's a car trying to pull out up here. Damn it. Gotta mess us up. Nope, he ain't even pulling out. It's parked for sale. Spinning there. When we went to second, it started to spin the tire. Probably because the tire had got cold since I've warmed it up. We're going to turn around and try it again. The bike was starting to work. My Penske Air Shock, you know guys, I love those things. I've got that on Melania, Black Mamba, the Ricky Killer. Every bike I have, we run that Penske Air Shock, and it should be here pretty soon for this bike. As you know, with the supply shortage, blah blah blah, everything is messed up right now, taking longer than it should to get stuff, and that's kind of messing us up. So we're gonna bust a UE right here. Dirt all in the median. They need to clean up Mexico here. Looking shabby. Alright, got that little spin out of the way. We are about to try her out. We'll do a little 60 to 130 pull. Hopefully we have enough space and room for the 130. This little section of Mexico is not ideal, but it's the closest entrance to Mexico we can get across the border. We're gonna slow her down. We're gonna top over this hill, and we're gonna let her eat. First gear, roll it. Oh yeah, she was getting it pretty good, boys. I think that should be a good pull. Pretty solid pull. It was starting to spin a little bit in second and third, but I think that's due to the road dipping, not being super smooth. The bike wanted to wheelie a little bit in first, but man, I shifted it, it fell right on down and went to work. We'll roll it one more time, do a little short pull. And spinning, hazing the tire just a little bit. So that's good. I can live with that because I feel like I can do a burnout, you know, all that good stuff, and make the bike perform and work the way we want to. Let's ease on back into the States, and we'll see you here shortly in 3, 2, 1. We are back at the shop here in beautiful South Carolina. That's going to do it for today's video. The GSXR 1000 roll race project, it's going pretty good so far. So I got some draggy times. I'm not going to share those numbers with you, but overall, fairly happy with it for really I'm not gonna say the first time out, but kind of sort of the first time out. The bike's still on pump gas. That was just preliminary testing right up the street in Mexico. So anyways, we're gonna take this thing and change some things up. I'm gonna make it a little longer wheelbase. You know, I saw in the beginning, phones ringing, buttons. Okay, anyways, I made the bike, I had the bike long. Posted pictures on Facebook. Everyone's like, oh, it's too long, it's never gonna hook in the street. Well, I don't know what you're doing, but we're wheeling. So anyways, I'm gonna make the bike back long again, and then we'll have that coming up in the next video. I also just got another new toy, and we're gonna do some racing with it on the street and see how it does against the bike and maybe it's a car. We'll see. You guys may already know what I'm talking about, but anyways, if you do not, check me out on Instagram at Chris Moore Mafia. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Smash the bell. Click the notifications. Do all the stuff. Check us out, moremafia.com. Pick yourself up a hoodie. It's getting chilly outside. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. I'm back. Hey, one more thing. I got a set of 2022 Hayabusa wheels. You saw them come off the bike just now. Brand spanking new tires, front and back, ready to go. $1,300.
These will go right on your Gen 2 Busa. May have to change a few little things around. Comes with the rear sprocket. Comes with one front brake rotor. Hit me up. Let me know if you want them. Contact me on moremafia.com. All right, guys. See you.